Alright, before we start the trip, we're at 799. 0 miles on the trip so far because it just turned it on. We're at 54 peak volt, 0 watts. Obviously, we're not riding 34 seconds, right? Okay, so we'll have that. We'll compare it to when I get home and see what it's like, and hopefully that gives you a better range idea. I don't know. But I have it in mode 5. I usually keep it in mode 5 for most of the ride. There are a few spots where I drop it down to 2, especially on the steeper hills. I go through them quite a bit, so you'll see it. I'll try and remember to keep talking and let you guys know. But let's get this party started. Out this motor, especially with how hot it's been the last few days. I don't know how hot it is currently, but right now we're in mode 3. Mode 3, the top speeds are around 18.9 on throttle only. If I do pedaling, it keeps it around 18 to 17. It might even drop down to 16 if I'm being honest, but it's tolerable. So right now, what's the temperature? 97 degrees right now. So with the motor that's in here, I've taken it apart. It's got plastic gears, and heat and plastic aren't very good to mix. So keep it on a pedal assist. I'm going around 16 right now on this peak. For the biker. I think she had a Pizza Hut hat. I think she's going to work. And that's pretty peak because that's all going, I mean, downhill, but going back home. I hope that's electric. If you do that thing on that pedal bike, props. I'm on 3, and I think I was averaging like 15, 16 going up that big part of the slope. Like right now, we're kind of hitting another slope again. It kind of plateaued right there for a minute. We're going up again, and I'm 16.3. This is just pedaling. I haven't touched the throttle. It's just been pedaling, man. I'm trying to go so fast. But we're at 73%. I think that actually went up, which is a little interesting because I'm pretty sure it's at 72. And the region isn't really that good until like mode 2, but I'll take it. See another person on deck. I'm fairly confident, like, how fast this thing goes and averages. No one's ever really gonna catch up to me on the trail. But there have been moments where there's any other e-bikes and they can catch up if I slow down. So it's charging it. That's interesting. Out of the voltage sag is going away since I was strictly on the throttle for all of that riding. The only time I kind of pedaled was at the stoplight, maybe. Looking at the person. We're going 15.4. Gotta do my hands out in front. Yeah, those are them. Max speed. Yeah, just a little bit, yeah.
That's called being smart.
Enjoy your guys' ride. We're 75%. So it's either the voltage sag, the batteries are settling, or it's recharging in mode 3. We're gonna try and pedal up most of those. I need maximum airflow, so I need to sit upright too, right? If I'm thinking correctly. Oh, my thighs burn though. 16. Oh shit, I just hit 15. 15.9. It's in between. Those guys are on mountain bikes. I can't believe that. I'm way too out of shape for that shit, man. Because he's got pedal assist. We're 74% right now. 15.6. Gear 5, hello? There it is. Nope, I'm in gear 4 now. 5 and 6 are finicky. I will say that. And you really don't want to go down to like 1 or 2. I don't know about 3, but the chain. I mean, 3's okay. 2's cutting it close. You can actually see it's broken. I didn't even realize that. It's either cut out for that or it's broken like that, which is interesting. Oh shit. We definitely don't want to go on one because one rubs. Four is pretty decent straight for me, 50. There's 5. No, there's 5. Yeah, it gets finicky after 4. 5 and 6 are. It took a minute to engage in 5. We're at 6. Hit the switch right over. Switch to 7, no issue. Going down to 6. It worked that time. 5. Okay. 4. 3. I don't know if it's because of going up the hill. It usually does not work like that. I will say that. It's usually, maybe it's because I'm more on a throttle. We're in mode 1 right now, we're at 7. We're on 11. 71. You're 5. I feel like it's limiting me at 12. I'm staying here 5. Whoa. Whoa. Dude, you can still smell this. What the fuck? When did this happen? That's had to happen over this last weekend. What the hell? It cut up in the fence right there. What the hell happened, man? What the fuck? I need to get a mic. I need to get a different camera that has the audio quality or some way to record. Maybe I need to just start setting up audio recording on my phone and then try and sync it up to the video. But I feel like that would be so hard to do. He's on an e-bike, and they got rear saddlebags. Being in mode 5, just doing that. I'm gonna turn it down to right now. It's windy, my boy. Up again. Get top speed on this. 435, 36, 37, 36. Back on the curve. Down to 26. Back on the throttle. Man, 37. I think that's a good top speed. I think I've hit this, supposedly said 40, and I think that's when I actually had gone 35 on the bike, according to the GoPro. But it just said 37 right there, so I'm curious if I was around like 34, 35 maybe. I don't know. There's such a big difference with this and what my GoPro says. So I'm hoping when I upgrade that it's a bit more accurate. I don't know how people are walking out here in the sun. Man, it take me back to Florida. I love that weather. I can't stand this dry heat. I need humidity. I need more water, more H2O in the air. Look at the Blackhawks. Blackhawks. Caw-caw. Don't catch me slipping. I didn't say that. It's a Black Hawk. They're probably pretending to shoot everybody out on fucking Mountain View. They do trainings. I'll see them fly out. Back a few years ago when I lived out in Eagle Mountain, they would fly out into Eagle Mountain. They'd fly real low down into the farm fields that were out there and come up real close to the roads out there. And I was told that it was for training, for like gunner training and stuff. So, but most of those are actually over at Airport 2. That's where I see a lot of those helicopters. Man, we're cooking right now. We're in mode 5, going 31. We're at 52%. On the heavy headwind days, today's headwinds haven't been too terrible. Like, there's headwinds, yes, but I'm not. The bike doesn't seem to be struggling that much today. I'm gonna regret saying all of this, but like it's been pretty nice. I've been cooking smoothly. I wonder if it's a timing thing, because I usually leave work later. I'll stay late and work late, and then leave later in the evening. So I wonder if maybe the wind strength is worse later. There's a cat right there, bruh. I hate seeing so many cats, because I wouldn't be I would be the crazy cat lady, except I'm a dude. Maybe I just gotta find a girlfriend that's like a crazy cat lady, but she can't have any cats. That's the thing, because I'm gonna be taking this and putting them in my backpack and taking them home. So she can't have any. That's not gonna work out, because we're gonna have way too fast. We're at 44% for being at like 70, so I think I'm gonna put it back into like mode 2. Alright, we're down into mode 1. We're currently at 45% battery life, and we're currently going 16, which isn't bad. I am kind of thirsty though. We're good. I'm not used to having a water bottle in my backpack. I might need a little more pedal assist so I can go faster. The faster you are, the easier it is to balance, in my opinion. I don't know. But when you're pedaling too, and have something on your lap, not so much. You know you can kill yourself, put yourself in a hypothermic shock from drinking really cold water on a very hot day. So you can't chug it. Small sips, but we chug. And I can't see, but I feel myself turning. That back down to 1. Now that I got this sucker back on my back, reclip the helmet and retuck the hanging piece. Boom. Beautiful, except for that fucking thing. I got the weirdest fucking tan lines, man. I should sit like this. I'm gonna bike like this. So I want to take my shirt off, but I'm afraid I'm gonna hurt myself if I do that. I will say I'm a bit too tall for this bike, even though this is a pretty big bike. I'm 6 flat with the boots. I think I'm like 6'1", maybe. And I gotta sit like all the way on the back of the seat to get like technically good pedaling leverage. But we're up to 51 from just sitting right here. Alright, mode 5, 51% downhill, here we go. 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, didn't know this bike had a top speed of 43, according to the bike. Hells yeah. We're just gonna ride it out. Oh, damn it, there's a person. I hit 43 as a peak. That's insane. We're up to 51. I guess we stayed about 51. We dropped during that, but it's back up to 51, so I'd say that was a fairly quick ride home. I'm getting good strong headwinds now, but yeah, we're only at 47%. It just dropped from 48, but so we're at 31%. The overall odometer miles says 812. That was a 13.5 mile ride. We're at 48 volts at 31%. So I'd say there's a bit of voltage sag. 43 minutes and around 25 seconds. So not bad. Ending with 812 miles. That was, yeah, 31%. We'll let it sit for a minute, shut off, cool down, let the chemicals in the battery settle. See what the battery's at. $62. Not bad. 812 miles, 48.5 volts. Not bad. I think we're at 47 or something, so it's really not that bad. And we're up to 60%. There you go. And to that, we say goodbye.